Alright, let's see if we do you know what happens with me? I always have a plan. And I'm big on plans are made to be broken, right? I think about what I want to do. And by the time I get out here, I'm like, what were we supposed to do? Gabby, come! Yeah, good girl! Good job! And what would I have done if she wouldn't have came? The long line was over there. This is kind of why, like a lot of times with the placing to go to bed, I start not practicing it because once you do a few, they kind of default go there. Why do you have to always be telling them to do it? Right? And a lot of people that I've seen lately are, you don't have to talk to your dog all the time. Right? Gotta have some though. Ready, heel? Good girl. And place. Good girl. With my hand in my pocket too soon. Ready, heel? Good girl. Sit. Good. Stay. I've gotten I started doing a lot of more games and stuff. Good girl. Break. And watching a lot more of the sporting people. And so I'm using a lot more play with work. And I've gotten away from keeping up on like traditional work too, right? So I got to I would say I got pretty good, and then I started focusing on other stuff and I let this stuff go because you use it or lose it, right? That's anything, right? Ready, heel. And help her with some motion. Good. And place. Good. I don't usually worry about if they're in a down or a sit. If that's what you want, then make sure you get it. Like if she would just went up there and stood there, I would have rewarded it. What else? I don't know. And maybe it's me being lazy, but I feel like I don't work with her enough on like just doing a couple things. We do like maybe once a week. Should do a lot more. Right, let's see if we can add some distance. Ready, heel? Give us a hand target. Good girl. Look, I even did good. I said good, and then I started my motion, didn't I? Ready, place. Give it a little motion. That's too much distance. Good. All right. You mark. Break. Or stay on, I don't care. Just taking out the cap. Mark and start the action of the reward. It doesn't have to be mark reward. In the beginning, yeah. But when you start doing distance, and the action doesn't have to be your hand in. The action could be I'm coming back, right? Once you've done the marker enough. They know it's fixing to come. So as long as they see you in the process, they put it all together. Huh. Then you can always come over here and give a freebie. Yeah. That's enough, right? I added too much distance. So she's confused, right? She's so used to only doing a little distance. When I get way back here, you got to work it incrementally if you want it to be good. I don't care if I have to help. Some people would say that's terrible. It's terrible, half-ass. Half-ass would be the word, right? Hands in your pocket. Gabby, come! Yeah, good girl. See, I marked to the yeah when she's way out there, then started my hand. I'm supposed to wait till like she gets here and I say good girl, then do my hand. Because what happens is, or what could happen, is they could get bored, or that hand in your pocket becomes the cue for them to finish, not just finishing the cue. Right? Not just finishing for the verbal. Let's let her smell. Let's get one while she's looking away. Let her finish the smell and start hopping again. Doing a Gabby, come! That's her. Yeah, good girl. Very nice. Very nice, good girl. Right? It was more distance, something exciting. You add pressure. When you start not needing that pressure, then you're on the way to no leash at all. I would say there's too many alley cats here for her to not ever be off on. She's gonna try to get them. Huh? You gonna try to get them things? You gonna try to get them things? Get you that stick. Get you that stick, girl. Get that stick. Get that stick. That stick, and then we're gonna go. Get your stick. Let me get some music on to get my head right.